Oh, you know what? I could probably... Hold on a second. I could probably change the title on Twitch, at least. YouTube, you guys are out of luck. There. Change the title. And hopefully it inspires some people to, you know, head over to the Match Arena link and support the cause. We're currently at $144.69, and that is not enough in my humble opinion. I think we can do better than that. We have a non-zero chance of having somebody completely new win the season, or it could be, you know, people that have won it before. But I think the season is one of the more low-key, exciting seasons we've had in a while, just because we don't have all of the killers in here, right? We don't have Dog, we don't have Scooty, we don't have Alex, we don't have Andy, we don't have Meme, you know? We're getting to see players that are still at that top level go against each other and see how they would do with just, you know, giving them a chance to shine. I've been enjoying this season. I hope you have too. Let me get Restreamio up, and we'll be underway in a moment. And now I can say hi to everyone on YouTube. Now let's have some banger games. I want some banger games. All right, so we do have everyone's stuff here. And I'm just making sure that everything looks good. We want the players to look as good as they can here. Cobra probably needs a different camera for that to happen, but we can come close. All right, let's get this underway. We are all set. What's going on, everyone? Roncli here. We have 2 quarterfinal matches for you tonight for the Season 33 playoffs here in the Classic Tetris League. We got 2 bangers for you. It's going to start off with these 2 that we have up first. Cobra and Tetristime going to be going at it. And then we'll have Cryticalapis and Coal Bucket. I call this the middle half. And there's like 2 reasons to call it the middle half. It's because it's the half of the players that are in the middle of the seeds, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we've also played 1 match. So this is matches 2 and 3 out of 4. That's the middle half. It works. Trust me. Here's what the playoffs look like so far. We've already had 1 result in, and that was an upset. Guafi taking Neko to a decider and coming out victorious. He'll face the winner of our first match, Cobra and Tetristime. Not today, but at some point. And these are the 2 players looking to do it. We have Cobra. Oops, I did not realize that went back to normal. Let's type it back in. There we go. There's Cobra. We got Cobra on the left, Tetristime on the right. We are underway. Way the playoffs work. Cobra, you have selection of increment or reroll on the seed. And for game 1, you choose level 18 or 19. Tetristime will get the options in games 2 and 4. You get them in 1, 3, and 5. So increment the seed. Here's your seed. Any of the top 8 could reasonably win. That's not true, because Neko cannot win. Neko has kind of been taken out of the equation. Although it wasn't for trying. That match was pretty cool with him and Guaving. 49970A is your seed. You do have one letter in there to save you. I will warn you, this weekend on CTL, at least Sunday, was pretty cursed. We had a ton of early top outs across both of the sessions yesterday. And a lot of huge droughts. I'm hoping we don't get that today. I want to see some deep Tetris. So players, when you're ready, go ahead, enter that seed. We will be underway. Tetristime must be getting in some last warm-ups here. But it's time to play. Let's see what we can do. We have a ready from Cobra. Fix that camera up so P-Carrick doesn't yell at me. He's probably going to yell at me for yesterday's Grand Designs debacle. I'm sure I'm going to hear it from him. Grand Designs was facing the wrong way. Oh, can't have that. In my defense, he usually faces forward. I didn't realize he had changed. Either way, we have both players ready here. Let's get underway. It is the Season 33 quarterfinals, our second matchup. This is between the 3rd seed, Cobra, and the 6th seed, Tetristime. Let's get underway in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Introducing the players on the left, rolling out of the United States with a PB of 5,280,000. It's Cobra. And on the right, also rolling out of the US with a PB of 5,427,000. Welcome in, Tetristime. Oh dear. Early shenanigans for Tetristime, as a double flip came in to seal off the well. And now he's just scrambling to try to get things fixed here. Jay will do nicely in this situation. Gets the spin, he's fine. Tetris for Tetristime. But certainly not how you want to start off a quarterfinal. Like, that's... Or maybe you do. Like, some people do that early on and then they just play better after they have a scare like that. It's like, oh yeah, I'm playing competitive. I gotta lock in. And then they turn the key and they're locked in. 118 for Cobra, 99,000 for Tetristime. Awkward board for Cobra now, as he's got a negative Septomino in his stack. He's gonna start burning that away though. And down goes the bar for the Tetris. And he's going to start cleaning out the rest of that hole in column 6. Tetris for Tetristime, meanwhile, he's got the lead. But has a tuck to finish up. And there's the square. Cobra trying to get this middle well set up. Gets the bar. We'll get that party down the middle going. And now there's a hole in column 8. Cobra trying to find a clean way out of it. I think he's just going to give up and play one row up here. And there it is, the one row up center well. Another Tetris. He's going for another. And judging from how he's stacking, he might be doing this for a while. He's got another Tetris in there. Tetristime is still scoring as well. 287 for Tetristime, 232 for Cobra. And Cobra just trying to stay efficient despite the board. There's another Tetris down the middle. Could really use a J here. I don't think he's going to get it, though. Oh, he misses a spin, but it's just a couple more burns. He's fine. But he does trail Tetristime by 3 Tetrises. There's another center well Tetris. And now he's finally going to get this board back to a right well on row 1. But Tetristime certainly took advantage of the shenanigans. He's got himself now almost a 4 Tetris lead. It's Cobra trying to find pieces for that center section, and is not doing so. All right, there we go. There's the Tetris for Cobra. Tetristime with another Tetris. We're just about at the 100-line turn. So level 19 starting to get into the back of players' minds. Tetris for Cobra, he's in the turn at 364. Tetristime is in at 473, so that's over 100,000 point lead now. We'll see if Cobra can come back from this. Of course, we have a long way to go. We play level 19, starting at 130 lines. And we play that particular speed until level 29, 100 lines later. And we ratchet up the speed again until level 39, when we go so fast, players can't play. We'll get a couple lines sometimes, but that's about it. 566 for Tetristime, 462 for Cobra. Another Tetris for Cobra. There's one for Tetristime. 589 for Tetristime. And still 2 more Tetrises to go. There's one to go to 612. Cobra is in. He was in at 510. Tetristime's got 636. So maintaining that 100,000 point lead here in post. The Cobra is at the bottom and arguably with the better board at the moment. Although, I say that. Oh, misses the spin there. Gonna clear that out with the J piece, so no problem. But Tetristime is unrelenting here. He's got 765 here on level 21. The lead is almost 200,000 points. It's not like Cobra's been in a dig or anything. It's just been... Tetristime's been that much more efficient so far on 19. Another Tetris for Cobra. And Cobra's decided that's enough. He's had enough. He wants the Tetrises. Column 4. That's a simul Tetris as well. Just waiting on the bar. There it is. Simul Tetris again. Even if the NTC doesn't say it, we all know. Tetristime gets one, and then Cobra will follow suit. We'll get that well back over to the right side. But Tetristime looking to max out with the next Tetris here on level 25, and will 1,005,000 for Tetristime, 785 for Cobra, only one line back. So that is a real lead, and it is a real big lead. Cobra will get a Tetris, but Tetristime having no trouble here. Okay, he's gonna clean that up quickly. Oh, well, there's some trouble. And there's the LATAM internet coming in, and this board is high up now. But some nice play there from Tetristime, going to get things opened up. That does drop the lead a little bit. It's only about 5 Tetrises, give or take. T-spin, yes, T-spin for Tetristime. Cobra gets the bar for the Tetris. 1.1 for Tetristime into 28. He's got room for one more. Can't quite get a 1.2 unless he gets a triple first. And even then, I'm not sure. He didn't get a triple, so rip. He's in at 1,164,000. Cobra has an 85-point max out. And he's into level 29 at 1,000,001. So here we go. Used to be the kill screen. But these players are going to keep going until at least level 39. Bit of a misdrop there for Tetristime. He's going to have to be careful of that bar dependency. 4 taps can be a little tricky. He doesn't even get the bar because there's a drought. Now opens it back up, but now has ways to clear it down without using a long bar. And he gets it done. No one really able to set up for Tetrises here. Cobra's got the 1.1. Tetristime nearly at a 1.3. And Cobra finally bangs down a Tetris, cutting the lead. He's still back by about 3.5 Tetrises. Tetristime answers back. Cobra has to clear a triple. Tetristime also not able to score here. So both players in cleanup mode. Oh, that's a hang there for Cobra with that L piece. And those squares are being brutal right now. Double bar dependency. He gets both bars. You wish you had that kind of luck in Tetris. We'll take another triple. 1.4 for Tetristime, 1.2 for Cobra. 194,000 point lead as we are in the closing throes of this one. But, oh, that is a dangerous board for Tetristime. 26-piece drought. He gets a Tetris. He's going to top out at E55. So, Cobra, you are in a chase down. You need E56. That's E as in Edward. Gets that bar over, but this board is kind of in trouble. I don't know if he's got enough time. 164,000 points. That's at least 3 Tetrises. And he does not have 3 Tetrises available. There's one. We'll see if he sets up for 2. It might be his only saving. And even then, I don't even think that's enough. He's going to now get the bar over. So that's going to do it for game number 1. Tetristime going to outpace Cobra. Take game number 1. We'll increment the seed to 5A, and Tetristime will let us know if it will be 18 or 19 for game number 2. $18, all right. Imagine we'll get an all 18 out of this. Yes, Spoon, if you weren't watching the Sunday primetime yesterday, you missed out on Spoon. And when I say missed out, I'm like, Bruh, it was just... my heart was just melted. Yes, 5A is the next seed. All right, so we're ready from Cobra. Tetristime currently up 1-0. Both players are ready. Let's go ahead and get this counted down. Game number 2. We'll start it up in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So game number 1, 2.8 combined. Levels 37 and 38. Not a bad start as Cobra takes a 9-0 lead here in game number 2. Both players will burn before taking their first Tetris. Mathwiz would approve of these pushdown points from Cobra. On the season, these two had fairly different paths. Cobra had a very strong campaign, went 5-1 with 34 points. His only loss was to the number 1 seed, Sidnev. But he swept everyone else except for Coalbucket, who took him to a decider. So very strong season for Cobra. Tetristime, though, was up and down. He had sweeps over Guafi and Floxe, and took Kirby to a decider, but ended up losing to Cryticalapis, Nico, and SV. And then was late for one of his matches, because, you know, Tetristime, and lost 2 points. So, ended up in a massive 4-way tie for 21 points for the last 3 spots, and because he had the better game advantage over the rest of his division mates, he got the number 6 seed. Guafi took the 7th seed, and SV took the 8th seed, and O did not make the playoffs despite having those 21 points. Kingsman, thanks for the raid. Welcome in. We're having ourselves a pretty hot one here. Tetristime with the early strike in a heck of a game number 1 for him. Cobra trying to get the board settled down. It's going to have to find a way to deal with that hole in column 8. And that's... nope, that's not it. Now we have Swiss cheese. And at the half, Tetristime is 326. Although he's got a hole as well in column 4. And a bit of an odd setup on the right side. Vandy's probably sitting over here like, why isn't Tetristime doing a line spin to... oh, yeah. It's just like... it's gnawing at him that he didn't do the line spin. How's it going, Vandy? 361 for Tetristime, 259 for Cobra. In our first of 2 quarterfinal matches today. Winner of this match will go on to play Guafi in the semifinals. Tetristime gets that S-spin in. Yeah, just does not want to do a line spin. There's 2 set up right now. It's just going to tuck him in. There's the Tetris for Tetristime. And we're at the 100-line turn for Cobra. He's got a 339. Tetris for Tetristime puts him at 459. So again, Tetristime with a big lead at the 100-line turn. 18 has been his strong point so far today. Yeah, like I'm positive that Cobra would do a line spin if he set one up. I just don't think he's going to set one up. Tetristime going for back-to-back 600 transitions here. Set up for another Tetris. Has room for 3, but it's likely going to have to burn with this drought. We'll get one of those Tetrises. Cobra struggled a little bit with that drought, but ended up getting it done. He's in at 465. And Tetristime just going to burn in at 579, so not able to get the 600 this time. But he is in the lead by 65,000 points and back in lines as well, as Cobra went in first. Another Tetris, both players starting off the post strong. Now Cobra again, knocking down a Tetris. And it feels like Cobra's a little more locked in on 19 this time than he was last game. Takes that bar dependency and gets the long bar. Both players set up looking for a bar. Cobra gets the Tetris first. Tetristime gets a hole in the stack. Will get a Tetris, but is now going to go ahead and do the flat burn with the bar to get that hole open. Cobra, meanwhile, looking for a bar of his own on level 24 here. This is a bit of a drought. Finally, a bar does show up. Tetristime's drought counter was working. We saw that it was a 32-piece drought. But, ooh, this is trouble for Tetristime. He's high up on the board. That burns nothing. But he gets a double with the square. And makes a bit of a sacrifice there to get lines now. And he is going to get this down. So, good dig there from Tetristime. Oh, and he finishes it off with a misdrop. He gets a bar over for the Tetris, though, so he's fine. But here's the situation. Cobra's taking the lead, 890 to 848. As that dig for Tetristime was very costly. Tetristime is back into Tetrising. Oh, that T-hang for Cobra. And now he's got to deal with it. Ooh, boy. Needs a bar here. Gets the bar. Every time he's needed a bar for a dig, he's gotten them. Now he needs a J. Can he get that? He cannot. Oh, Tetristime, no! Cobra, you're good. And just like that, it's 1-1. Cobra not getting a bar there. But there you have it. A quick top out from Tetristime, and we're tied at 1. Apparently both players lamenting the piece sequence in the second half of the transition speeds. Cobra sticking with 18. You got jump scared by Tetristime, no. Well, you were ahead at the time, so. All right, level 18. Tetristime asking 18 all the way. Of course, they can agree to. Yeah, we're just going to do level 18 here. No 19 shenanigans in this one, especially when it's this close. 1-1. Both players are ready. Let's go ahead and get this counted down. Game number 3. Who's going to take the advantage? Let's find out in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Got an ad that said no high driving. Good advice. Yeah. Tetris time. We've all done that where we've started a game and then a couple pieces in, got to get that strand of hair out of your eyes or adjust in the seat, and what do you know? The S piece goes in the spot you didn't want it to. Happens to all of us. Kingsman pointing out there's a prize pool. I don't know, Kingsman, did you see the title? I put a subtle hint for everyone in the title. But yeah, Match Reno prize pool currently stands at $144.69. Hey now. Are the YouTube titles correct? Oh, it has been corrected. But yeah, I changed the Twitch one. I might have plugged Match Reno a little bit. Because we want to get that total higher, man. We want to get the top 4 paid. We already know Guafi's going to be taking some of that in, as is Neko and Sidnev, both notching $25 of that prize pool. Those 2 players and everyone else in the top 4 will get paid out at the end of the season once we settle the playoffs. So if you enjoy what you're seeing here, give these players a hand. There we go. We got $25. Oh, jeez. $25 from Kingsman, bringing the prize pool up to $169.69. Hey now, hey now. And he says, we need more money. Normally the phrase is we need more points, but I agree with this sentiment. 220 for Cobra, 203 for Tetristime. Both players high up on the board and in a dig. Cobra will get the Tetris first. Tetristime will follow suit. Cobra still having to clean out some holes, but gets that done relatively quickly. At the half, he's got the lead by about 19,000 points. Oh, lovely tee there for Tetristime. Trying to figure out how to get these tucks done efficiently. Let's take a burn, though, and this is starting to get a little dicey. And yeah, this is now no good. So Tetristime in a dig. Cobra with an opportunity to extend this lead. He's already ahead by 61,000. And Tetristime is very high on the board here. You will get that dirty Tetris, though. Vintage Tetristime, you could say. Cobra at the turn, 433. Tetristime with another dirty Tetris there is at 364. Travis says, Cobra, stop reading chat. That was an emphatic no, Travis. There's a triple for Tetristime. Did that say simul-Tetris? No, because okay, that was the score that I saw. It's like, there's no way it screwed that up. Another Tetris for Cobra. Still has 2 more in the tank. Chen says, come on, Cobra. Read chat. My money is on Tetristime. We're at level 19. It's 575 for Cobra. So there are fans of both of these players here. Right now, Tetristime back by over 100,000 points as we start the transition. It seems like every game there's been a decent-sized lead going into transition. And this time it's Cobra's. Okay, I don't know what Kalshi is, but sure. Another Tetris for both players. Cobra passes a 700 mark here on level 21. You can bet on anything. Oh, God. Yeah, Voodoo's a match in the match fixing. Munoz. Tetris for both players, 795 for Cobra, 686 for Tetristime. He's got a bit of a mess on his board. Looked like there's another double flip involving that S. S-Piece has not been kind to Tetristime today. Tetris again for both players. Cobra's got the lead up to 130,000 points. Yeah, this does sound like an ad. I think Travis just got an ad like that, right? Cobra looking for a 26 max here. We'll get a bar for the Tetris there. Tetristime just trying to keep up at this point and hope to get it done on 29. Cobra with the max out on 26. He's got 1,016,000. Tetristime still at 878. Another Tetris for Tetristime. We've only got another 15 or so lines until level 29. And Tetristime does not want the board looking like that going into 29, so gonna go ahead, open that hole, and oh, interesting placement here. Now the board is kind of souring on him. Does get the bar down. And he can clean this up with a T. We're gonna use a J instead. That's fine. He's fine. 1,002,000 going into transition. 1,146,000 for Cobra. That is a 2.5 Tetris lead, at least. So we are in level 30. Tetristime looking to dig this down. Cobra getting acclimated to the speed before setting up here. And see him taking some burns here early on. That's a Tetris for Tetris time. He's within 67,000 points. Cobra's board starting to show signs of wear and tear, but he just takes triple to bring it down. 1,182 for Cobra, 1,142. Add a Tetris to go to 1,181 for Tetris time. We're within 6,000 points. Tetris time with the Tetris to take the lead. Cobra's just been mired in these triples. Has not been able to really get a Tetris. Now there's a Tetris for Cobra. He's got the lead back. Tetris time trying to set up. 5 taps working for him, but he cannot set up. He's got a hole in row 4. Oh, but this is trouble for Cobra. He's got to get out of this. And he's not going to. Nothing's going to go left. He's done. Tetris time. We'll take game number 3. He's up 2-1. Arctic's like, I'll bet that Chen is Kalshi, bro. Man. Tetris time playing this out, but not going to get much further here. 1,299,000 will be good enough. See, Cobra, now you need to get an ad that says no playing Tetris high. Like high on the board. If you get that one, you're all set. Tetris time is 1 game away here from joining Guafi in the semifinals, and those two would face each other. It would also mark our 2nd consecutive upset here in the knockout stage. $7C sounds about right. Are we following along at home, are we? Of course, Cold Bucket will be next. He'll be taking on Cryticalapis. And another interesting quarterfinal matchup. These have all been good so far. All right, you guys are going to make me check your seeds. Assuming this works. This has not worked in a while. Okay, there we go. 7C. And for Tetris time, it is 7C. You're both good. Let's go ahead and get this counted down. Game number 4, Tetris time on the brink of an upset. Can Cobra bring this back to a decider? We'll find out in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Cobra getting into that habit of pushing down that first piece, and maybe even the second, given it 15 points. Early drought for the players here. I don't know if we've even seen a long bar yet. What is this? 28-piece drought to open the game. Tetris time certainly got the better of that one, as Cobra had to dig out quite a bit there before getting the right side open. He finally gets the bar for the Tetris. But Tetris time has 3 on the board already. Another Tetris for Cobra. Of course, these two players have met 4 times in the past, not counting friendly matches. Cobra won the first 3 of them. All in CTL if memory serves. But I believe their last meeting was in CTM Masters, where Tetristime got the edge to get his lone win over Cobra, and is looking to make it 2 in a row if he can win one more game here. Well, this one's starting neck and neck. 168 for Cobra, 166 for Tetristime. Is there somewhere that details the exact level speeds and points per Tetris? It's pretty much if you Google it, you can find it. Like right now on level 18, pieces drop at one row per 3 frames. On level 19, it's 1 row per 2 frames. On level 29, it's 1 row per frame. And we implement a super kill screen for these players since they can play with the pieces falling that fast. That is 2 rows per frame. And that's assuming 60 frames per second. As far as the scoring goes, that's pretty much you just got to do multiplication. It's you take the level, you add 1 to it, and then you multiply it by whatever the base score for the line clear is. For Tetrises, that happens to be 1,200 points. I think it goes 40, 100, 300, 1,200 for single, double, triple Tetris. $352 for Tetristime, $332 for Cobra. We're past the halfway point, and both players have themselves a nice game thus far. Putting some 600k transition threats in action. Another Tetris. Cobra will strike. It's just been a very calm level 18 so far, with lots of scoring, the way you like to see it, especially in a playoff setting. 9 is a good level. Until you're like at about 500-600, 9 is pretty good. If you're playing for competition, you'll want to practice 12 and 15. But if you're just playing for score, 9 is probably the best that you'll be able to do until you get comfortable for level 18 speed. Cobra with another Tetris. He's got 456 at the turn, but Tetristime ahead by about a Tetris and a half in pace. Awkward board for Tetristime, though. There's a bunch of pieces that'll ruin his day. A J was one of them. But he gets that cleaned up. He'll bang down a Tetris, but Cobra pulled this back to a 14,000 point game as we're approaching the transition. Another Tetris. Level 19 right around the corner. Both players on track for a 600 transition. Tetristime goes in at 614. Cobra still with 2 Tetrises to go, is behind in the line count, and it's going to fall further behind. He'll get a Tetris there, though. He has room for 1 more. He's just going to take the burn, though. 598. Adds a Tetris immediately. So a very close game here in game number 4. Cobra's season on the line. We have a Vitz on the board, but it gets burnt away. Now he's set up in column 9. Tetristime having to take the burn there. Is just going to burn it down. And Cobra is within 7,000 points. He takes a Tetris to take the lead. And Tetristime will get a Tetris, but a little bit of a mess on the board. Opens it up, and he's ready to go again. Tetris for Cobra. Cobra trying to put the foot on the gas here. Level 22, he's got 812. We have ourselves a bit of a drought here. This is more than a bit of a drought. Finally, bar shows up. Did he just hang the bar in column 9? Or was that intentional? He didn't react. It makes me think he meant to do that. Interesting. 860 for Cobra, 824 for Tetristime. Tetristime in trouble, top of the board, needs to get this open. Gets that square. And we'll finally get a bar for the Tetris. 891 for Cobra, 862 for Tetristime. Add a Tetris, go to 895, but he's on level 26. Cobra's still starting level 25. So Cobra with the pace lead. Well, Tetristime, not a good board here. He's got 20 lines to get this down before level 29 hits. He's got the right side open, though. Gets the bar over for the Tetris. Cobra looking for a bar to max out here on level 27 into 28. But there's no bar. That's a huge drought. I think that's the same drought that Tetristime had earlier. Didn't realize Cobra was that far behind the lines sequence here. The piece sequence. 966 into the kill screen for Tetristime. He still trails in this one, but Cobra is high up on the board, and I don't think this is going to be very survivable. 42 pieces? Are you kidding me? Tetristime, you're in a chase down. You need a 13. And Tetristime is temporarily changing his name to Lineout Time, as Tetristime is going to the semifinals. Tetristime able to survive those late droughts. There was more than one, too. I mean, that was brutal. Yeah, it's seed 6 versus seed 7 in the semifinals. How about that? Another Tetris taking this final game home. I think he changed his name back, by the way. He's Tetristime once again. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna do it, but here's your winner. That is a happy Tetristime. And he will be in the money, as he will face Guafi in the semifinals. All right. Ring that cowbell. There you go. Tea time, yes. All right, up next. Our next quarterfinal matchup will be Cryticalapis taking on Coal Bucket. Stay tuned for that one. I almost went live with the cameras backwards. Came very close. All right. Well, that man on your left is going to be on your right in a moment. What a first match of the day. Another upset happening. Wafi going to go to the semifinals. He's going to be now facing Tetristime in that semifinal matchup. Coldbucket is looking to make it 3 for 3 in terms of upsets, but he's got a very hungry opponent in Cryticalapis. There you can see our current playoff standings. Winner of this one plays the winner of the SVs, Sidnev and Sam Vaughn. That match is happening on Thursday, I believe. I don't think that's been rescheduled, but if it has, then that's all the reason for you to join the Discord, so that you can go and see exactly when these matches are taking place. Like, for example, this one taking place right now. Cryticalapis on the left, Coldbucket on the right. Cryticalapis has choice of increment or reroll. And for games 1, 3, and 5, can select levels 18 or 19. Coldbucket will have the level selection in games 2 and 4. Let's see what we get from the players. Cole wants increment, but ooh, it's gonna be a reroll. Here's your first seed, 60815A. That A is just stubborn. It's not going anywhere. Could also be a kind of bit of a mental tactic too, because I think it's pretty well known that Coldbucket doesn't like reroll. And when in the ultimate scheme of things it doesn't really matter, then do the thing that bothers your opponent, right? However, I don't think that Cryticalapis is like that, so... Also, unlike Cryticalapis, I like my restreamers. I would say increment every time. And so seed is pinned. Thank you, King, for doing that. Cole was taking the discussion over to YouTube. We got ourselves a regular WD Subia going on here. So just waiting on players to enter the seed and get underway here. I did not see that, but we can add it. That is a promo match for Orlando, right? A promo playoff from Orlando. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. All right, we have it ready from Cryticalapis. And there's the ready from Cole. Let's go ahead and get this counted down. Game number 1 of the quarterfinal between Cryticalapis and Cole Bucket. Let's get this started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Introducing the players on the left. Rolling out of the United States with a PB of 2,967,000. Welcome in, Cryticalapis. And on the right, also rolling out of the US with a PB of 5,452,000. It's Cole Bucket. Kingsman with a deep cut there, going way back on Mari's old Twitch name. I'm already seeing those trademark adjustments from Cole coming in as he has yet to burn a line. Cryticalapis has burnt 3. So Cole opening with 5 Tetrises in a row to start this one. We'll get another there. First burn of the game for Cole Bucket there. Two quick burns and he's right back to scoring Tetrises again. 183 for Cole. 144 for Cryticalapis. Another Tetris for Cole, keeping the lead about Tetris and a half. Funny thing about that, Damien, I was playing a Norg match, Nesters.org match today, and there was one point where I had either a J-Tuck or an S-Spin, and both of those pieces are blue. With no blue Minos on my board, I proceeded to get droughted on both the J and the S. And just had to fill it in. And it was just like, okay, can I get a blue piece, please? I want a blue piece. Can I get a blue piece? Okay, I can't get a blue piece. Good to know. Another Tetris for Cryticalapis. Cole with the Tetris as well. 58,000 points is the difference here early on in game number 1. Cole having to start a dig here. These pieces are not kind for this board. But he is now getting things down. We'll get the bar over for the Tetris. He's got 420. Hey now, 400 for Cryticalapis. Another Tetris for Cole. Cryticalapis. Set up, knocks it down. We're at the 100-line turn. Cole's got the lead, 490 to 471. No, I didn't almost say Cobra. Why do you ask? Nice T-spin there. Cole does not shy away from such things as spins. And in fact, will adjust for them. Bit of a misdrop there. We kind of see his reaction. Gonna have to take a burn as a result, but that should be fine. Tetris for Cryticalapis. He takes the lead here at 116 lines by less than half a single. And he might end up carrying this lead into transition. We'll have to see. Board's pretty gnarly, though, so I'm gonna have to take that double. That's gonna knot the game up. Cole gets the bar over for the Tetris, but these pieces not very helpful with all those squares. Now Cole has to do some burning. 635 is the transition for Cryticalapis. And Cole will go in at 613. A bit dirty, though. Just going to play one row up for a bit, I bet. Yep, there's the Tetris. And now he'll get that board down. Nice delayed burn with the S-flat. Nice tuck there for Cryticalapis, but he's got another one set up. And there he goes. Gets it with the L piece. 692 for Cryticalapis. Out of Tetris goes to 719 into level 21. Cole waiting on that T. Finally gets the T-spin. He's in at 682. So Cryticalapis taking the lead here. Another Tetris for Cryticalapis. That's not a Vitz for Cole. But that is a very nice clean with the L piece there. Gets that done quickly. Bit of a drought here. Oh, Cole with a bit of a... I'm not going to call it a misrotation. I don't think it was a misrotation. It was just a bad piece. He finally gets a Tetris, though. He's going to have a little more cleanup work to do before he's ready to start scoring again. And Cryticalapis is in a position to take big advantage of this. Another drought, this one pushing 30 pieces. The players are piece for piece. Finally, the bar shows up. Cryticalapis is going to bang down a Tetris. And Cole finally has the right side open. He's back by 113,000 points here on level 25. That's Cryticalapis. In control here in game number one. Nice adjustment on the square for Cole. There's the max out. Cryticalapis has the 1,000,000 points. Nice Vitz for Cole. And he's starting to catch up a little bit. Only back by 80,000 points now. He's got the max out here on 27. Of course, that means the runway for these speeds it's running out quickly. We're going to have level 29 coming up in a moment before you know it. Cole, adjusted the T and not sure he wanted to do that. But he's into transition, 1,079,000. Cryticalapis going to take the triple in at 1,142,000. He's got an awkward board, though. Oh no, he needs a bar now, and this is a drought. He's done at 1,147,000. Cole Bucket is going to be done at 1,088,000. Cryticalapis going to hang on and take game number 1. What a drought going into 29. And the lights come on for Cole. And maybe getting a little more comfortable here. He'll get something a little heavier on as we re-roll the seed. 66BB D6. If that's not a confusing seed, I don't know what is. He's trying now. I'm pretty sure Cole was trying that last game. It's just the RNG was also trying. And it succeeded at level 29. Players entering the new seed. Cryticalapis up 1-0. Yeah, there were a few big droughts on the 19 speeds. And then the one on 29 speed that ultimately ended the game. We have a ready from Cole. With the good luck, good luck. And there is the ready. Here we go. Game number 2. Let's count it down. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, maybe that could be the kind of the story of game 1 was the fact that 18 was so calm. Both players getting 600 plus transitions. And then we get to 19, and I can recall at least 3 droughts in that game. Like, that was... It wasn't really a suffer post because both players were playing fine through it, but... certainly not the best of times in Tetris. Well, game number 2 here. Let's talk about how the players got here. Of course, Cryticalapis. It's a number 4 seed. He went 5-1 in his division. In fact, he was tied with Neko in points. But it was his decider loss to Neko was his only loss, and that means that Neko did get the head-to-head tiebreaker to get that number 2 seed. But took care of everyone else. Tetristime and SV taking him to the decider, but swept Floxe and got 3-1s over Guafi and ID Kirby. Meanwhile, Cole ending the season on 30 points. And had that kind of season where you beat everyone below you and lose to everyone above you. As he swept Hydrant O and Somalian, got a 3-1 over Silly Shark, who recently survived relegation. But Cobra took him to decider and took the win off him. And then he lost to Sidnev 3-1. I liked that T-spin for Cole, just because it changed the parity. 225 for Cryticalapis, 149 for Cole. Bit of a suffer game to start game number 2. Finally gets the piece he wanted down the middle. Now can he get an L? He can't spin anything into that, so L's required, and he gets the L. Now he's set up for the center well, and there's the center well Tetris. Ooh, nice timing on the long bar there. And he'll take another Tetris. Ooh, that L placement. Tetris for Cryticalapis. He's got an 87,000 point lead. Bar over Tetris. There's another one. He has run this lead up. Cole having to settle for dirty left well, so he's finally going to take a delayed burn with the S flat. And he's going to... Oh, okay. Gonna get a little punished for it, I think. Needs a bar here. Gets the bar. Didn't go for the line spin, but kind of a dangerous move that high up. Because if you get it wrong, you now have a big problem. He's going to get down to the bottom. 433 for Cryticalapis, 305 for Cold Bucket at the 100-line turn. Oh, man. Cole struggling here at 18 in game number 2. Does finally get the well open up. And gets the bar for the Tetris. But he's got a 5.5 Tetris deficit. Nice fits. Doing a little bit of screen watching there. Cryticalapis enjoying something. Tetris for Cole. We're right about at the level 19 transition. Next Tetris will send us there. Might be a burn for Cryticalapis. No, he gets the bar. He'll go in at 558. And Cole is in at 449. Bit of a muted pace compared to the last game. Oh, man. Nasty looking S on the right side of the board there for Cole. Let's get some good pieces here. Still needs multiple burns to get out of it. Probably just going to play one row up for a bit. $635 for Cryticalapis, $509 for Cole. Cryticalapis in a bit of a dig right now. It's pretty low on the board, though. And we'll get out of it with the long bar there. Just cleans out the right side and should be good to go in a moment. Bit of a misdrop there on that S. I think he meant to rotate it. Both players having some, we'll call them minor mechanical issues. Hopefully they get that cleaned up here. But both players currently clean. Tetris for Cole. There's the Tetris for Cryticalapis. 111,000 point lead for Cryticalapis. We're just about halfway through the level 19 speeds. Another Tetris for both players. Cryticalapis with another one. Cole having to do some quick burns here, but gets the Tetris. Oh, the Vits. Oh, that was a pretty Vits. 111,000 point lead for Cryticalapis. 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 111,000 point lead for Crytical Board getting pretty high here. And the bar shows right after Cryticalapis covers the well. But good thing for him, there's another one shortly thereafter. Oh, hangs the tee. Hold on, Cryticalapis in a bit of a spot here. He's going to have to work to get this down. He's got plenty of time to do it. But this is dangerous. He gets the right side open and will knock down a Tetris for some relief. And finally will get the hole he created dug out. Eventually. Pieces not allowing it right away, but it does happen. So Cole is caught up a little bit. He's within a Tetris right now. That's a simul Tetris there. 996 for Cryticalapis, 965 for Cole. Cole's going to have to burn in. You can see he's trying to get ready. He's in at 968. Max out for Cryticalapis. Here we go, level 29. Another Tetris for both players. Cryticalapis with a 28,000 point lead, but a misdrop there with the L piece. Gets it cleaned up pretty quickly, though. Just gonna get this. Ooh, hold on, another misdrop. He's hit something left here at some point. J does go over. Cole has taken the lead. He's got a 38,000 point lead here on level 32. He's also just about ready. He's one Mino shy and has to burn it down. Now he's ready. But it's a drought. Bar does come, and Cryticalapis misses the 5-tap. Cole bucket. Gonna tie it up at 1. Takes the intentional top out on level 34. And we're tied at 1. Let's go ahead and give it the seed. There it is, D3, 3660. What's the consensus on the plus score thingy? Much better on the right and left of the board rather than on the board. I like it. I also kind of like it because it taught me that a triple on level 22 is worth 6,900 points. Cryticalapis getting some in-between game practice in. Trying to get his 29 under control, as we haven't been able to get all the way to the kill screen yet, the double kill screen. Tetristime says, Holy Cole was down. What even happened? 27 and 28 happened. Lol ads. All right, so just waiting on players to input the seed and ready up. There's the ready from Cole. Still awaiting the ready from Cryticalapis so we can start game 3 here. There's the ready. Let's go ahead and get this counted down. Game number 3. We're tied at 1. Let's see who will get the edge in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Couple of early burns there for Cryticalapis and Cole as well. So we are not finding Tetrises early. Okay, there's a bar. There's a Tetris for both players. These two players' lifetime are 1-1 against each other. They have played also in other friendly matches. Most notably CTBW, where they have a 1-1 record there. So just based on history, this seems to be a fairly even matchup. And so far, the scorer would agree. It's Cole looking to get that hole burnt out of column 5. Does so fairly quickly. But a slight edge to Cryticalapis to open up this one. 117 to 97,000. It's Cole not getting very good pieces here. Finally gets a bar. But it's going to have to go to work on fixing what this game gave him. Meanwhile, Cryticalapis has got things cleaned up. He's got the lead. And is putting the foot on the accelerator here. I have a feeling we're about to see a column 9 from... Nope. Cole plays it safe. I think if that bar didn't show up, he definitely goes for that column 9. Well, Cole Bucket adjusts for the T-spin. Oh, these pieces are kind of bad for Cole right now. They do not fit his board very well at all. But those burns were brilliant. Misses the tuck. This could be trouble. He's going to get the right side open. So, he's got the bar, he's got the Tetris, and he is back in control. But he's also down by 173,000 points. So, going to have to work to stay in this. He's already come back from a deficit once this set. It also has one of the biggest comebacks that I've seen in CTL. Back when he came back from being over 400,000 down to meme. Oh no, a double flip there. Gets it fixed, though. Meanwhile, Cryticalapis is cooking over here. 463 here at 90 lines. Colbuck at 295 at around the same spot. So it's 160+ thousand point lead. Which translates to 7 Tetrises. So 100 line turn is here, 510 to 342. Cole setting up a Vitz, but what is happening? All right, kind of like a mini secret grade in the middle of the stack. Valid STM's coming up. He'll get the bar for the Vitz. Level 19's not that far off, so Cole gets the bar over for the Tetris. It's a very precarious situation there for Cole Bucket. He's going to go ahead and just clean this up before 19. And get some really nice pieces to do it, too. Now if he get the pieces so he doesn't get into these digs. 567 add a Tetris to go to 590 for Cryticalapis, 386 for Cole. This is a 200,000+ point lead for Cryticalapis. And probably more given the state of the board for Cole. All right, Cole cleans it up, gets a Tetris. 637 for Cryticalapis. Yeah, that is more than 200,000 points at the transition. And really just playing 19 solid here. No bar, though. Always annoying. $20-piece drought. Cryticalapis survives. Gets a Tetris. Cole. Very high up on the board here. He's going to want to get this down. He does so. And there's the bar for the Tetris. Couple of tense moments in this one. Tetris for Cryticalapis. There's a Tetris for Cole. This is an 832 into 23 for Cryticalapis. Lead still hovering around 200,000 points. This Cryticalapis has not let up since transition. We'll get another Tetris. Looking at a 25 max here. And can get it with a Tetris and no burns. I have a feeling he's more interested in staying safe here, so I'll take the burns. Both players kind of in a little bit of a dig. So that was a 19-piece drought there. Cole has... I want to say he's gone up a little, but he's also ahead by 13 lines, so it's kind of hard to say if that's true. There's a Tetris for Cryticalapis. He certainly has less of a Tetris deficit due to the scaling factor. Instead of 7 Tetrises, it's closer to 5 right now. So we're about to hit level 29 on Cole's side. He's trying to go in and clean, but the game is just not letting him do anything. He's in at 895. But he does have a board he can play. 1,161,000 for Cryticalapis. So yeah, Cole did... he did fall behind a little more. But this is level 29. And Cole has come online. He's almost got the max. And Cryticalapis in a lot of trouble all of a sudden. Oh, man. Needs a bar right. There's the bar. Clears nothing, but he was ready for it. Oh, another misdrop. I don't know if he can get anything left. The 5-tap goes. Cryticalapis staying alive. He's still in the lead. But he's going to top out at 1,203,000. Cole, you're in a chase down. You need C04. Needs another 100,000 points. Cole's just got to dig right now. He's got plenty of time to get this down and then set up for a Tetris. All right, gets the bar, gets the Tetris, 1,177. He is in line-out territory here. And I think he knows it. And in 2 consecutive games, Cole Bucket is going to pull off a 6-digit come-from-behind win. This time, well over 200,000 points. He's up 2-1. Cole is very happy with that game. I don't know if it was quite 200,000 the previous game, but it was mid 100 at least. But this game, it was 200,000 at transition. Like, that was wild. All right. Well, we're going to game 4. It's the attack of the killer 6s. D7 6A 6F. I'm so sorry, Lapis. Yeah, it's a 3rd straight seed with 2 or more 6s. Foot sleep. Oh no. Well, both of these sets today have certainly been quite entertaining. All our players putting on a great show. And I say we get these top 4 rewarded a little more. There's the Matcherino link. We got 2 funny numbers on the screen. Someone ruin it, please. Or make it better. Get us up to 420, you know? Top 4 players will get paid out at the end of the season, as will the $25 to the first place competitors in each of the Division 1s. Those players are Sidnev and Neko. Yeah, you could do that. Hashtag life goal, $69,674.20. That would be the ultimate meme right there, right? Well, if your Wi-Fi is what you're connecting with, you're fine. I mean, you just played Game 3. You don't need to watch Game 3 if you're playing it. All right, trying to... Who cares about the NBA? This is Tetris. This ain't no sports ball. This is sports block. We have a ready from Cole. And just waiting on Cryticalapis here. I think he's trying to get his internet working. Although it looks fine to me. Maybe it's the download that's cruddy. We'll have one more match after this. It will be a divisional playoff, as Morlando looks to rise up to Division 3 at the expense of Mari, but Mari's going to be looking to avenge her last match, let's just say. Both players are ready, so let's go ahead and get this one started. Cryticalapis is down 2-1. Can he come back in it, or will Cole continue the trend of upsets? We'll find out in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. We have an awkward start for Cryticalapis. Gets it cleaned up. Now has a Spire in the middle of the stack. I was going to go long bar dependent to try to resolve this. This could certainly backfire, and it does. So this start from Cryticalapis is an opening for Cole to take control, but that dirty Tetris from Cryticalapis. Very nice. I'm Orlando. We'll be seeing a little bit of Mr. Calrissian a bit. Tetris for Cole. He's got a 54,000 point lead here early on. Certainly a change of pace from the last couple games. But I mean, hey, when the last couple of games resulted in wins. Feels like no lead in Tetris is safe. All the adjustments for Cole Bucket there. Cryticalapis with a Tetris. He's got his feet under him. He's backed by 2 Tetrises. Trio of long bars just stacked up next to each other. My God, what's with all the long bars all of a sudden? Not a phrase you say often. Tetris for Cryticalapis. And Cryticalapis joining the long line of top-level Tetris players that are also yappers in the middle of the game. Think of greats like Tristop and Sodium. He looks like he's having a lot of fun here, and that could be a big factor in performing well, too. Another Tetris for Cole. He's still holding on to 2 Tetris pace lead. So we're past the halfway point here in game number 4. Cryticalapis set up. Looking for a bar. We'll find it. It's a Tetris. At this point, he's only able to keep pace with Cole. Cole has not been slowing down for anything. Another Tetris for Cole, 36,000 point lead, so Cryticalapis has cut into it a little bit here. But still, the game is relatively close, especially taking the last two into account. Wow. Tyler with the toast hate in chat. Oh my god. Don't tell Toast, man. He'll set the whole carb tail after you. Cole having to make an adjustment on that J to make a better placement now is going to go to work. Oh, very nice for Cole there. He's going to get the Tetris. He was quite happy with that one, too. As he should be. Yeah, oh god, he heard it. Oh no. Tyler, run. Oh man. Oh god, Pasta's here. 620 for Cryticalapis, 617 for Cold Bucket, neck and neck as we enter transition. And what is a very strong game number 4 for both these players. Another Tetris for Cryticalapis. No, Tyler started it. You're fine. Bro said he hates bread. Like... I can't help him at this point. He's got a whole cartel after him. 7,700 points. All that separate the players here on level 21. Okay, he may have redeemed himself. Another Tetris for both players. Cryticalapis does have the real-time lead, but it's Cold Bucket in the pace lead at the moment. He'll take the Tetris. Another Tetris for Cryticalapis. This has just been a fire game. Cole setting up some tucks here. We'll just spin the L into place. Doesn't want to have to worry about making a second dependency out of that. But the lead down to 8,000 points. Both players with some holes in their stack. Cole gets his cleared up quickly. Cryticalapis gets his resolved. Waiting on a bar here for Cole. There's no bar. Finally one shows up. 19-piece drought coming in. Oh, what is happening to Cryticalapis? That's going to hurt his pace. Cole in the lead, 947 to 940. He'll add another Tetris. And with similar line counts, that is a 30,000 point lead here on level 26. Max out's looming. Cole will get his. Left well attempt for Cryticalapis. He'll get the bar for the Tetris. And he gets it back over to the right. So gets the bar dependency filled. Another Tetris for Cole. Still 3 to go. There's the 1.1. Cryticalapis with a Tetris. He can also get a 1.1 into transition. provided he doesn't burn. But oh, gets a long bar. And I'll get a Tetris. And he'll just go in with a triple. He does 1.1 into level 29. 1,188,000 for Coal Bucket. 87,000 point lead at the transition. As we are off and running on another level 29. Cole set up, bang Tetris. Cryticalapis getting a second one here in the kill screen. These two are just... they're going all out here. Bit of a misdrop for Cryticalapis. This is a drought. He gets a bar for the Tetris. Cole is doing some great skim work over on his side. He's got a 95,000 point lead here on level 32. Cole opens up the right side, but is not yet set up. Has to take a triple. Oh, missed 5-tap for Cryticalapis. This is an important 5-tap, but he doesn't get the bar! And he's done at 1,262,000. Coal Bucket is going to continue the trend of upsets. Oh, Sidnev, look out on Thursday. Lest you fall prey to one as well. Coal Bucket is going to take it 3-1. GG. It's a 1.5 as well. Rollover is still on the cards. Left well Tetris on level 36. What is this? Center well. My God, Coal Bucket. Stop. He's already dead. There's the rollover. What a game from Cole. Of course he puts that 5 left for the center well Tetris. 1,661,000 is the final score for Coal Bucket in his winning game. He moves on to face the winner of SV and Sidnev. GG. Congratulations, Cole. Man, these are some fire matches tonight, and we still have one more coming. Up next, Morlando's in the house, as he'll be taking on Doggo. It's Mari and Morlando up next. We've already seen one cute cat in these playoffs. What are the chances we get to see another? How likely is that, Orlando? Just asking. Asking for a friend. All right, folks, we are back, and those Division 1 matches tonight. Whew. Some really hot matches coming out of these playoffs so far. We've done 3 of the 4 quarterfinals. Can show you what the playoff bracket looks like after those matches. Tetristime going to be taking on Guafi, and Cole playing the winner of Sidnev and SV. All upsets so far. And if SV takes the win over Sidnev, we'll have no top 4 seed left, which is kind of wild that we're even in this position. But Sidnev, of course, looking to make a run, because I feel like Sidnev was the heavy favorite going into the season, and nothing has changed to change my mind at that either. Anyway, so. But we are done with Division 1 for now. We're going to go into our surprise matchup. You see this here? We're going to do something live. Watch as I take today's matches. And do... There you go. There they are. We got Mari and Orlando coming up. There, it's the Division 3 to 4 playoff matchup. And it's promising to be a good one. So let's go ahead and get into it, as we have both players here and a special guest. Oh. Get your colon 3s out, folks. She's not supposed to be over in this room, but if I carry her... What a cutie. Bit of a void there. Nothing like it. But Void Kenzie would like that. All right. Well, let me go ahead and give folks a seed. We'll be playing 18. We will be incrementing. There will be a level 39 double kill screen if necessary, because Orlando's certainly going to hit that, right? Your seed is EB60FD. And you better call the FD because this matchup is hot. Provided we don't get a repeat of Sunday. Like, that's all I ask. No repeat of Sunday, Mari. Yeah, there's a 39. But you're a DAS player, so you don't know about it. All right, so Seed is in chat. EB60FD. And, oh, I have to do something. I have to do this. Boop. This is a best of 7. Sorry, a first of 4. You have to win 4 times before your opponent does to take home Division 3. Right, you get to take home the whole division. So there's that. So as soon as the players are ready, let's go ahead and enter the seed. Colin's like, wait, there's a 29? I thought 19 was a kill screen. Meanwhile, Mart's, wait, there's a 19? We're ready from Orlando. Let's hope we see some 19 and beyond in this one. Both players are ready. Let's go ahead, get this Divisional 3 and 4 playoff, relegation, whatever you want to call it. It's a matchup between Mari and Orlando. Game number 1 will start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Okay, that's actually boss if he did that. Like, that's like, you start doing that, you're on your way to actually being able to play 19. Even if it's just a line out, like, you have the feeling for the speed on 19. Anyway, let's introduce these two as we get some surprise Tetris today. On the left, rolling out of the United States, technically a hybrid player with a PB of 1,215,000. Welcome in, Mari. And yeah, you can see the hybrid in action right now. There's some DAS happening. On the right, leaning back in his chair, so I have to do that. One of the newest super streamers here in CTL land. He's also pretty good at Tetris, as evidenced by the fact that he's got a shot at going to Division 4. He's a DAS player out of the United States with a PB of 1,127,000. Welcome in, Orlando. All right, so far, Orlando with the slight advantage. Sets up the Vits, gets the bar, nice Vits. Tetris for Amari. And Mari, I think Mari now has more combined points than the entire Division 3 playoff that he had to go through. It was a not a fun match. But this one is already shaping up to be a heck of a lot better. He's only down by 39,000 points. 278 add a Tetris to go to 300. 239 for Mari. Another Tetris. Can we talk about this pace from Orlando? This is DAS, folks. This is almost 700 pace. I think he's over there saying, don't think about it, don't think about it, don't think about it. 347 at the half from Orlando. Mari not that far behind. He had 290 at the same spot. Tetris from Orlando. Getting the bars at all the right times right now as both players are doing really good here. Orlando set up. Mari also set up. Bar taking its time. There's the bar. That's the Tetris. And this is just a heck of a game one for both these players right now. Although both players also running into a bit of a situation at the same time, so a little bit of digging will be required. Unless you're Orlando, then you just go for the dirty Tetris in the middle, but pieces didn't show up. He's like, nah, let's not do that. Both players Tetris ready. Mari's one row off the bottom, but there's the Tetris for Orlando. Tetris for Mari. And check this out. 521 from Orlando. 451 for Mari. Bit of a drought here coming in. Orlando playing it safe, getting those skims going. Mari switched over to rolling in preparation of level 19. He'll bang down a Tetris 482. Orlando has lost the pace a bit. He's only at 536 compared to what he could have been at. But still a very good transition coming for the DAS player. Maybe this is a reason why. 25-piece drought. Finally gets a bar. He goes in at 567. Here we go. 524 now for Mari. So lead in Orlando's corner. See if he can hold it. As Mari has now got a bit more mobility with the pieces. Be able to fling pieces around as he needs. Oh, quick tap for Orlando comes through. Oh, he overshoots the S there, but does get a bar to settle the board down a little bit. But this is not good. This board is all out of sorts for Orlando. Gets another quick tap. Picks DAS right back up. Needs something left. Doesn't get that quick tap. Third time is not a charm. Mari here to chase down. He needs 621. And there it is. Mari's good for game one. It's a great effort from Orlando with those quick taps, but went to the well one too many times. All right. So increment the seed. We'll be going to game number 2. Yeah, Orlando's being a little shy. No leg from Orlando today. Both players are ready. Let's go ahead and get this underway. Game number 2. Mari up 1-0. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And now Orlando's sitting up. Oh, man. This is like a toast situation here. can't stay in one spot. 16-point lead for Morlando, absolutely crushing Mari here in game number 2. Oh, adds another point up to 17. Well, Mari's going to take some burns, and that's going to be a more significant lead than just push down points for Morlando now. Five in a row to start the game for Morlando. And he's still going. No line spin attempt there. This is not good from Morlando. What is happening on this board? Does not trust getting that piece left, but it does go. I was going to say, that looked as possible. Now has a bar dependency in the middle of the board, covers it up. This is starting to get spicy. Gets the bar to get the triple. Still needs more bars, though. More bars and more places for Morlando. As he's got this in a bit of a better spot. Now needs a long bar. Fortunately, the SC combo kind of sucked there. Nice flat burn. Morlando will survive. Mari has not been able to capitalize on this. Is only ahead by 18,000 points. And we'll get a Tetris there. It's now 46,000 points as Morlando's still not out of this dig yet. Reluctantly covering the hole in column 1 there with the square. Morlando is finding a way down finally, and is just about out of this dig. And there we go. Right side is open. Tetris ready. There's the bar. Tetris for Morlando, and a nice fist pump there. Celebrate the end of that ugly dig. And not a whole lot of damage done. Mari's only ahead by 84,000 points. It is 3 Tetrises, but it could have been a lot worse. There's the bar. Tetris for Mari. Trying to keep the foot on the gas here now that Morlando has gotten clean of his dig. Nice triple there for Mari. Gonna open up that center. Let's see if he turns it into center well. Looks like the answer may be yes. Nope. As soon as he saw that long bar, he pulled the L back. I really like that kind of play. It's like you're not going aggressive, but if the game's going to give you the opportunity, you'll take it. But if it's not giving you the opportunity, don't force it. That's exactly what Mari did there, and it paid off. 375 for Mari, 324 at a Tetris go to 347 for Morlando. We're approaching level 19, about 20 lines away. Not quite as nice of an 18 game, but both players surviving. And are keeping it close this time. A couple of towers of Hanoi there for Morlando. He's quite annoyed with them. But he does get that down. France, welcome in. Here in the early days of this matchup between Mari and Orlando. As we're level 19. Orlando off and running. Currently at 396. Mari goes in at 517, salvaging that one. Back to rolling goes Mari. Tetris for Orlando. As I mentioned at the top, that Mari, with that 1.2 million PB, that PB is about 30 hours old. That just recently happened. And as a result, I believe Kingsman going to take away that Twitch TV championship. As there is a 1.2 million cap on that purple belt. But what a way to lose it. Certainly doesn't feel like it lost anything. 614 into 22 for Mari, 538 from Orlando. Keep the board nice and low this time, so the burns are much easier to come by. Gets the bar over for the Tetris. Another Tetris from Orlando. Mari waiting on a bar here. Orlando going to miss out on a Tetris with an overshoot of a long bar. There's a Tetris for Mari. Mari starting to rack up a bit of a lead here. Another Tetris. Oh no. Orlando in trouble. And not going to get anything left. That's going to be it. Mari is up 2-0. With a very nice game here. 8:05 here on 25. Oh, does Remy have it now? Okay. I thought he was saying that he lost it yesterday after he got the 1.2. Maybe I was misunderstanding what he meant. All right. Well, Mari up 2-0. Orlando gonna have to dig deep if he wants to unseat Doggo from Division 3. Although kind of weird, we have more Doggo on Orlando's side than we do on Mari's, given the sweater. Wait, Alex Kerr is playing? Oh, that's amazing. Mark says, we are not doing what I did against T and Rain. We are never doing it again. And we're never talking about it again either. Mari is ready for game number 3. Both players are ready. Let's go ahead. Count this down. Game 3. We'll start it in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So Chen, basically what happened is Division 4 has 3 subdivisions, and Division 3 only has 2. So because there's 3 players coming out of Division 4 that need to do the promotional playoff, what happens is that the bottom 2 in Division 4, the bottom 2 in Division 3 automatically are in the relegations playoff spot. Then the second to last players had to play each other to determine which of them went to the relegation. So it wasn't technically a playoff in that division was on the line, but it was a playoff to determine who had to play again to keep their spot in the division. T and Rain is safe. T and Rain will be staying in Division 3 after their win yesterday over Mari. But yeah, that match yesterday, Mari can forget all about it with a win over Orlando here. Like, that loss will mean Elo, and that's it. And so far, things going Mari's way in the first two games anyway, is he is up 2-0. These two have faced off 3 other times for Elo, and Mari has a 2-1 record against Morlando. All those coming in CTL, by the way. Uh-oh, Morlando's too high up on the board. Not going to burn anything. Mari, you're in a chase down. You need 100,000. And Mari gonna look to finish it off with a Tetris here. And there it is. Bang Tetris. Mari on the verge of staying in Division 3 here. Should have taken the triple, yeah. DAS player playing too high. That's pretty much all it was. I mean, it's not over. Morlando can help us show why we play a best of 7. This will increment the seed and get ready for game number 4. That's just the kind of thing you gotta put behind you. Let's go ahead and see what happens. Game 4. Mari up 3-0. Can Morlando stay alive? We'll find out in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Left well start for Morlando. I'm intrigued. Oh, no. Okay, nice tuck. I'll get the left well Tetris, so... Unfortunately, that tuck is not going to find a piece. And you can't spin a Z in there in that direction. What is going on with these pieces? Nearly fails to spin the bar. Morlando's going to need to lock in here. He is still alive and still in this. Setting up a Tetris. Oh, the misdrop. Oh, man. Needs something left. Bar will do. All right. All right. And we're getting this down. Mari, of course, taking a rather large lead here, but right now the focus is just on Morlando getting this board down. And it's getting some good pieces here. Chose not to use the long bar in the LJ dependency. Just waited for the L. Yeah, it's gonna get this. Hold on. We are setting up. And there it is, column 7, Dirty Tetris, with the whale transfer back over to the left. But Mari is up by 135,000 points after that excursion that Morlando just took. And I imagine we're going to go back to the right here, yes. Ooh, Mari misdropping a couple pieces consecutively there. The long bar went flat, and then the square hangs on the left side. The long bar was taken care of immediately, and the square will get burnt away. So, only a little bit of a slowdown for Mari. He still has a 6 Tetris lead. Make it a 5 Tetris lead. Morlando banging that one down. And Mari with a great score, 307 at the half, 191 from Orlando. But Orlando's clean, just playing his game right now. Nice adjustment on the tee. God, I never see overhangs like that. All right, so Mari, nice and low on the board, starting to set up for the next Tetris. Needs a tee here, and we'll get the tee. Gets the tee spin. You're fine. You're not Austrian. 424 for Mari, 312 from Orlando. He just choreoned me. Another Tetris for Mari. Orlando looking for a bar here, and we'll get the bar right after opening up the well. We have to find a way to get that hole cleared out, and needs a bar now. Oh no. I think that S was supposed to flip, but it did not. Dirty nope, that's only a dirty triple. No buco spin there. Of course, not even sure if he went for it. Probably was just tucking it in to be safe. Orlando trying to get this board under control before level 19. Seems to be doing a good job of it. Oh, what was that? Dead drop of the bar. This is not good. This is right before 19. And I don't think this is survivable with Das. He's going to take the burn and just let it happen. Mari, you're good. And you will do what T and Rain did to you. And take it in the sweep. GG. Go play this out. Commiserations to Orlando there. Looked like a couple of rough games. The jump to Div 3 is kind of crazy, yes. But we'll see more and more Orlando. We love him around here. Let's see what Mari can get done. That was a 630 transition, by the way, so like this is actually a legitimately good game. Get yourself on a jumbo jet. That's a 787 in 23. Or he needs a J or a bar. Now a bar. Gets the bar. Oh, well, we'll get a Tetris to bring that down after that misdrop. Gonna try to turn it into dirty triple here, and yeah, it worked out. Oh, couple of misrolls there. Does get a bar over all that, though, so... Mari with the dig. Trying to give us one last max out today. And has got that burnt out. Bar over, bang, never mind. There's the Tetris, 980. And there's the max out for Mari. Doggo getting it done. Another Tetris. And 1.086 into the kill screen. Not gonna get much further, but hey, it's a win, and it's a big win, especially after yesterday. Doggo's sideways. Let's change that. Are we getting the Sonic finger wag here? We got the Corian shh. And now the Sonic finger wag. There you go. Mari, GG's. All right. So with that, oh God, I didn't say 6-7. Stop it. Let's see who's out there playing Tetris tonight. How about Doodle? Doodle is raising some money for CTWC, so I'm going to send you over there. And until next time, thanks all for watching. More playoffs on Thursday. Stay tuned for that. Till then, see you, bye.